What's going on, you beautiful, beautiful people? You know, we were on a journey before we jumped onto Ren that I feel like I've neglected a little bit. But before we get into any of that, the first thing we need to do is we need to start going over two things over here in our comment section that I want to bring to everyone's attention. Now, please, if you are going to do anything like this, just do so cautiously, okay? But we got to give a shout out to two more beautiful people that gave even when giving is hard. Nikki Bridge threw $2 our way, and she said, "Just because you deserve it, and I hope you feel it." Girl, I do. I can't describe to you how worked up that gets me. That's just crazy. Just be careful, okay? Like, money is hard to come by in today's day and age. And then Kia me free. This lady, she gave me 20. No request, just appreciating your journey. Your intelligent reactions feed this hungry soul. Guys, you guys are playing with fire. We don't want to make this a thing where you guys are, whoa, why is that actually playing? I don't want to see myself. This can go now. This just be careful, all right, guys? Like, I don't it makes me really nervous when people start doing that. I appreciate you both so much, and you, Tammy, the Architect of Joy. We got to come up with a clever nickname for Nikki. Let's see here. We already have the Architect of Joy. Nikki's got to be the lifter of sorrows. Yeah, dude. This young lady manages to lift us all up in this community every time she gets in those comment sections and lets us know a little bit of her story. It's so heartwarming. And then Kia, let's see here. What can Kia's nickname be? I feel like this one deserves a little respect as well, because Kia has been so kind in all of these comments, and she's actually read a bunch of my work. How about the Illest Muse? I think that one would fit, because she's like reading so much of Element. She's giving me so much feedback. She's been such a joy. Like, you guys. But I need to go over something that isn't going to be on Ren today, and I apologize about that. I know you guys love the Ren journey, and this isn't going to be a song that I've heard before. I did a reaction to a Jake Kahn Frostbite. The same night I actually did my reaction to Higher End. So I was in the same mind space, same man at the time. And one of the gentlemen who asked me to react to this, along with another one, came from Oliver Anthony, another technician that understands my struggles in a personal way, but probably from the other side of the optics. I feel bad because he asked me to do this 11 days ago, and I told him I'd get to it as soon as possible, and I kind of dragged my feet on it. But he wanted me to react to Cole Chaney and his song Coalshooter, and the story of a young kid that worked in a coal mine. They used to hire children to be in charge of lighting all the sticks of dynamite together, and then hopefully running out before they went off. Kids were small, fast, and expendable. Okay, this may not be one of those, smooth moves over here. We ain't gonna be probably vibing in the happiness. So let's see what we can get into. I am so sorry that went on for 4 minutes. Oh my God. All right. For all of you people out there that are watching still, you guys are fucking fantastic. All right. All right. Cole Chaney, Coalshooter, the Laurel Cove Session, musical Moonshine. They only have 2,089 subscribers, so it's a pretty small channel. I think it might be just like a reposting place, or maybe like a radio station. These people are usually pretty awesome. I don't know this particular place, but there's a few of them, like the brewery sessions, and then I did one about this Radio 68 or something like that. The video only has 652 views, and it's 3 months old. So I'm gonna give it what love I can, and they're gonna at least get one view from me, and they're gonna get probably a tasty like if this has good licks, and I'm gonna even leave a comment because I believe in sharing anything I can. All right, I'm sorry. Well, let's stop wasting your time. Let's get into the music. I'll try my hardest not to break down every line, but you already know how I get possessed by these things, so let's see what happens. Make sure the volume is up. We Gucci.
Chaney. I'm out here at Laurel Cove Music Festival, and this is my song called Coalshooter. It's about the stories that my papa Chuck used to tell me about working in the Johnson County, Kentucky coal mines as a young man.
I feel like this is gonna wrench my soul, bro. I'm ready. I'm not ready. Oh! Take that off so I don't get too loud. Jesus. Oh, that's so beautiful. That's so tasty.
In Johnson County holler, where the mining company bloomed. Lived in a house with all 5 brothers, his dear sisters too.
Oh my God, dude. This reminds me of stories my mom used to tell me growing up in Oregon. She had 7 brothers and 4 sisters. And my mom's mom, we didn't really get along, but I don't even think she finished the 3rd grade. She was pregnant by the age of 13, was an alcoholic by the age of 14. Just, people have no idea how easy their life is now. I know that sounds bad, especially if you're someone who's suffering through something. I'm not saying your suffering isn't real. Your suffering is real. But think about where you would be if you didn't have the help you have now, the options you have available to you. We didn't have an understanding of the way the mind worked back then. We didn't understand mental health or mental illness. We didn't understand, we just called people lazy when they didn't go to work. Like, lives were so hard. Each generation has their own unique hurdles to overcome. And we've left a lot of problems in our wake. Like, our lives now struggle with things that people couldn't even fathom. Back then, a small town of 100 people, that was all you knew. Nowadays, you post one stupid video on the internet, and there's a chance it could ruin your whole life. A girl's intimate stuff being leaked could, drive them to dark places. There are unique problems now, but the quality of life for so many people has vastly improved to where we're at the point now where people are only having 1 or 2 kids instead of having the need to churn them out because you didn't know if they were going to make it through the next season. This guy's speaking to a primordial truth that goes back through decades. This is already beautiful.
Johnson County holler, where the mining company bloomed. Lived in a house with all 5 brothers, his dear sisters too. The summer heat was as bad as the mug that the humid air did brew.
Damn.
In the winter, the snow just blowed on in through holes in the wall you could throw a dog through.
Oh my God, dude. Holes in the wall that you could throw a dog through. If you ever want, a lot of people will tell you that America is this amazing place. And we have a lot of things going for us, a lot of things to be proud of. And I stand behind American exceptionalism to some extent because we've helped pull so many people out of poverty around the world with soft power and other things, literally helping people that are dying to preventable diseases in 3rd world countries and stuff like that. All of these things are powerful. But a lot of us are forgetting that there are people in our country today that can live out in the Appalachians and stuff like that that are still living in these exact environments where all of their jobs dried up because technological advances or free trade agreements that did help the world and help America but it left people behind in its wake. And it's easy to sing about our praises and forget about our troubles. Now, I try my hardest to be someone who brings up the positives of America because, too frequently and too often, especially with depending on what side of the political aisle you're on, one side will sit there and scream that our government is corrupt and trying to kill us all, and the other side will tell you that every business organization or corporation that's trying to give jobs to working Americans, they're all evil. And that's such a simplistic view of the world. We have some things we need to work on for sure. But man, getting to peer into that world, it really breaks your heart.
As bad as the mug that the humid air did brew. In the winter, the snow just blowed on in through holes in the wall you could throw a dog through.
Simple, but it gets its point across. You don't need complexity in everything you do. Plus, his guitars.
Has an able-bodied boy hit a lot about his age.
Look, I don't want to get political. I really don't. But the idea that a boy has to go to work to provide for his family, and they give him jobs because kids usually just are a cost to our economy, that one breaks my heart. I'm all about giving kids responsibility and tasks and putting them through stuff. And during summer, and they're like 15, 16, whatever, give them a summer job. Of course, sure. But like, they're about to spend the next 80 years slaving away for a fucking dollar bill. We can give them 18 years of peace. And right now, one political side is trying to make it to where 14-year-old kids can go to work and work past midnight. That's fucking bullshit. We need to keep education as the cornerstone for our children. We just need to be careful with what they teach them and be active participants in our children's lives. Like, you can't just give it all to the kids at school and the school they go to. You just can't do that. I know life is hard, and I know it sounds like a preach, but like, there's so much going on. And these kids, they're going to be the ones they're going to be the ones ushering in our next generation. They're going to be the ones that decide our fate when we aren't able to work anymore. We need to make sure they have a sound mind that can think their way through complex things, but also understand the value of a hard and honest day worth of work. And compassion should be something we teach them. At the very least, fucking empathy.
He lied about his age to help his father break away from the rattle of a poor man's ball and chain that made him shoot their coal. And he was grateful at the time. But there's many a boy that had done the same and they never come out alive.
There's a reason why we developed labor laws back after World War II. We saw the importance of not making kids suffer through this shit. It's one thing if you got a family farm and your kid, wants to help out. I mean, by all means, teach them all they need to learn. Like, that's good. But we shouldn't exploit children for money. And the worst part is the kid wanted to help because he wanted his dad to be successful. Because good kids do. Good kids don't want to be locked in the room all day playing Xbox or, watching Pornhub or whatever the fuck kids do these days or on TikTok. Kids see that the suffering of their parents are real and they don't like to see their parents in that situation. This is why education is so fucking important, guys. I know that's nothing a guy from the South or country folks want to hear. You know as well as I do that there are people that have made a great living being a blue-collar boy, you know what I mean? I know techs that make $100,000 a year. I know people that have started their own businesses and shops, and they're beautiful and they're awesome, and I'm so happy for them. But for every one of them, there's like 2,000 of those that don't make it. I know guys that have been wrenching for 15, 30 years, and now their body hurts and they can't keep up with the young guys, and they're being forced out of shops left and right, and they have nothing else to fall on. And they were so caught up in making that money and turning those wrenches, they couldn't go do something else on the side. Because once they finish the job that they're working for their 9 to 5, they get off work, and then every other person that didn't want to work on shit's calling them, asking them to do work for fucking almost free. And then now they're sacrificing their nights after work, after spending 10 hours in a shop with no fucking AC, sweating their balls off, busting their knuckles, dropping starters on their fucking feet, literally getting injured for some person to pay $35 for an oil change and then not fix any of the shit that's going on in their car and then take it to someone in a backyard shop. I understand. And then these shops penny pinch every fucking dollar and every goddamn dime. They find new little thresholds for you to hit so that you don't have to get paid well for the work that you perform. Because if they're not maximizing their profits by 3 times, they want to make sure you're starved. Because if you get too fat, you might leave and go start your own business. And then you become competition. And then you get into this vicious cycle that when these guys get off work, because they barely have enough money to keep the lights on, they have to go work. Like for these backyard techs and doing backyard shit for people that just, you know, are trying to save as much money as possible because things are hard for them too. It's a vicious cycle that eats everyone alive. Because now that guy's up until 2 o'clock in the morning, and then he has to come to work in 5 fucking hours. He might even have to skip a shower to be there. And then if you do that enough, they could lose their job. It's fucking bullshit.
At the time, but there's many a boy that had done the same and they never come out alive. You better run, Coalshooter, run away as fast as you can. When you get to the end of the tunnel, just keep on running, my friend.
I would imagine, look, I'm not like a chemist I preach about education, but I'm also one of y'all. You know what I mean? Like, now granted, I moved into like the management side of things as quickly as possible. So I can't speak 100% to what it's like to be wrenching in your 30s. And every job I apply for, I'm only applying for the ones that require management because I don't have that dog in me no more. Dog, you see me. I'm a chunky monkey, all right? I'm a girthy girl. I can't go out there and do that same shit like I used to, bro. A set of 4 tires today, that shit'll fuck me up. What I used to be able to do in an hour, take me 2.5 now. And I don't know a single shop that's willing to play around with that kind of time for a set of 4. If I can't knock out 16 to 24 of them, where the fuck am I gonna go other than a ma and pa shop that doesn't even really sell tires? And then at that point, you're slapping on used rubber, and then now your consciousness is like, "Duh, bro, you really want to fuck around with this?" So I mean, my education is very limited, but I would imagine there's 2 good points of the explosion that are gonna probably be the most, well, explosive. Probably directly next to it. And I would imagine at the mouth of the cave, like, I would imagine the shockwave and the pressure that it builds while traveling through could, like, depending on the size of the cave, get dramatically worse. Maybe I'm wrong. Look, there are smarter people than me. Hell, Google or AI might be able to answer that question.
You can. When you get to the end of the tunnel, just keep on running, my friend. 'Cause this ain't no kind of life that a young man should live. If you can run faster than gunpowder burns, you might see the light again.
That's so fucking dark, man. And there's a cool allegory here with what he's saying that's actually pretty dope. So the guy that's saying when you get to the end of the tunnel, keep on running, my friend, that could be a play on whether or not he thinks that the kid should even come back. If you survive it, just keep on going, don't stop. Money shouldn't be worth your life. But the problem is so many of us need it so badly that it does become a driving factor in who we are. And it's not even greed that does it. Most of the time, it's just need. All right. Retain your composure, my guy.
You should live if you can run faster than gunpowder burns. You might see the light again.
That's a beautiful guitar too. Pretty basic one, but I've always been a Gibson guy myself.
They were biting down on blasting caps, just doing like Daddy asked. Even though they knew that the next bite down.
Did you hear that voice break, man? This guy has a beautiful voice, man. All right. All right. We won't get there. You're going to say something that's super sad and it's going to fuck me up, man.
They were biting down on blasting caps, just doing like Daddy asked. Even though they knew that the next bite down could surely be their last.
Biting down on blasting caps? Literal things that can go off in your fucking mouth? God damn, bro. The dread is so palpable. It's actually...
Biting down on blasting caps, just doing like Daddy asked. Even though they knew that the next bite down could surely be their last. You ain't got no time to be scared enough with dynamite in your hand.
Could you imagine the idea of being scared is probably the thing that'll probably kill you? I believe they teach that. I never went through like combat training or anything like that. Nope. My parents were all military. I was a little too stupid to get in. Granted, I failed the test on purpose because I didn't want to. That's what I tell myself. I know that they teach things like you have to master your fear in combat situations. That's why when people are so mean to cops or so mean to soldiers, I mean, don't get me wrong, I have a lot of things to say about the military industrial complex and the way that soldiers get treated when they go in and the things it does to them. And I'm all about police reform. I'm about that. But guys, these cops and these men go through so much shit in the split second. While we sit here on our computer screens or on our phones, it's so easy to point at what they could have done, should have done, or their flaws. But I would dread the day that any of you are in that position. Could you imagine being a kid? Not even being allowed to be afraid about something that you're holding going off in your fucking hands? Going out there to make probably, what, $1? No, they were probably making 50 cents a day. What is this? His granddad, when he was a kid, what is this? This came out 3 months ago. So that probably, and he looks around, he's around in his 20s or 30s. His dad's probably 60. His dad probably had him when he was in his 15s or 20s. I mean, give or take 100 years ago, man. My mom used to work for $2 an hour, I believe. And she's in her 80s, dog. Or it was probably a lot less than that, actually. I should actually ask her that.
Be there last. You ain't got no time to be scared enough with dynamite in your hand. Don't hesitate, boy. boy, 'cause if you slip up, son, you're as good as dead. Better run, Coalshooter, run. Run away as fast as you can. When you get to the end of the tunnel, just keep on running, my friend. 'Cause this ain't no kind of life that a young man should live. If you can run faster than gunpowder burns, you might see the light again.
You're running around a lot this time. Very soft, man. No like crazy solo or nothing. It's just feel the music. Ooh. Ooh. What a pained expression. Here we go.
Send him deep into the mine where a boy can't see the light of day. Guided by the lamp.
When a boy can't see the light of day. Oh my God, bro. That's already dark as fuck. No light, but essentially lantern light. All right, what you got, dog? And did you hear the way his voice did that? That like subtle rise and then like that waver. Oh my God, dude. He like has a wah pedal for his vocal track, and it's breathtaking, dude.
Send him deep into the mine where a boy can't see the light of day. Guided by the lamp on his head in the dark, he begins to pray.
God damn.
That the fuses are all cut right and that a stress spark don't take light.
God damn. What if it did? Could you imagine your last thoughts just being a prayer that you're gonna make it, and then you don't? All right, we got this. We got this.
To pray that the fuses are all cut right and that a stress spark don't take light. Prays that he won't die miss mine. He hates the thought of mama crying.
Your last thoughts could potentially be you just don't want your mom to cry. Come on, bro. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
I miss mine. He hates the thought of mama crying. Better run, Coalshooter, run. Run away as fast as you can. When you get to the end of the tunnel, just keep on running, my friend. 'Cause this ain't no kind of life that a young man should live. If you can run faster than gunpowder burns, you might see the light again. You might see the light. Again.
What a fucking ending. Mute that. And then, let's go over to, whoops. All right. That was a heavy song. It's a sad day. It's good to know that we're not really in those same exact times anymore. But there are still people out there suffering under some of those weights. Like I said at the beginning of this video, we have a lot of work to do here in this country. For everybody. Doesn't matter what your political affiliation is. Doesn't matter what side of the political aisle you are. You can admit that these people need help. Just as you can admit, you know, an immigrant needs help. We have a world worth saving. I'm going to linger on this, probably listen to it a few times. This was a really good watch. Oh, and I guess I should go, let's go see if I can give him a little love in the comments down here. This gentleman only has one comment in this video. There we go. Hit that with the like, baby. That had 652 views before I got here. Now it has 653. I'll see you guys in the next video. You guys be beautiful, and you guys keep doing what you do. Thank you so much for everything you guys are. And you mean the world. And I'll probably have to redo those shout outs in a written video. You guys get to see them, because I don't expect too many of you are going to follow me here. I'll see you guys soon.